Hey, how's you doing? How's everybody doing? I got to tell you right now, I am jacked out of my mind. All right, because I have been schooled. Right, I'm taking this course right now. I mean, again, this is my second day going live, and I'm telling you right now, man, an old dog can learn new tricks. Right, I'm about to be 60 years old in a couple weeks, and I mean, I'm just amazed at what I'm learning in this course. And I got to tell you, because it takes me back to I remember when I was taking college classes when I was in the Navy. And when I went on shore duty, I remember I said I wanted to be able to, go ahead and take college class so I can go ahead and apply. I wanted to become an officer, or that's what I thought I wanted to do. And so I took all my general studies and everything. But when I was in shore duty, I went and I was going for my major. And my major was to be in aviation management. That was my degree, aviation management. So I remember one day we were taking aviation law, and our professor, he was teaching us aviation torts. And I was coming back from lunch, and I remember this plain as day. I mean, this was back in the 80s, 87, 88. So I remember it plain as day. I was coming back from lunch, and where we used to walk to this building, and as we would go to lunch, we'd walk back and forth, and there was a little hill. So our professor was driving back, coming back from lunch, and he was driving one of those cars. Remember American Gigolo? Remember Richard Gere in American Gigolo? That's the kind of car he had. And so the top was back. He was rolling, had his hair blowing in the wind. I remember he had a blue blazer, locks in his hair. He had his suit jacket on. And I just remember saying to myself, it was a you know, really like a self-defeating, statement. I was saying, I'll never be like that. Now here's I'm taking the class, right? I'm taking these classes, but I'm saying to myself, even after finish class, I'll never be like that. Thank goodness for myself that I didn't, internalize that. I just said it, but I didn't internalize it. Why am I saying this? Because as I was taking the classes for aviation management, I remember they said that once we graduate, once you get your degree, you're going to be able to go ahead and go get a job where you're going to be able to start off with $60,000 a year. Now, don't get me wrong, in the 80s, lady, that was decent money, right? But also in that same year, I remember they said that San Diego State was graduating 5,000 people and they didn't have jobs. 5,000 people were graduating from San Diego State but couldn't get a job. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I want to be an airport manager, right? Because that's what I'm taking aviation, management for. But how many airport managers are going to give up their job right away? So then I started saying, well, maybe I could, go to a municipal, airport facility. Now I'm lowering my standards, right? So I'm lowering my standards. That means I'm going to lower that salary. So all of this I'm saying to myself, but in reality, my question was, where are the $60,000 a month jobs? Where are those at? Where are those classes at? You know what? I'm in that class right now. Right. An old dog can learn new tricks. Because those classes we were taking, they weren't teaching us how to market. They weren't teaching us how to make things happen. It was just basically to give you some kind of special skill set that said, okay, you pass these classes, so now you get hired at this position. Now, how many people that have college degrees don't actually work in the field that they have that degree in? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking bad about, college or anything like that. It's just for me. My kids both have college degrees. Now, I don't have one, but they do. So that's what counts, right? But in this course, which I'm so excited about, they talk about this. They teach you about marketing, teach you about how to do. They teach you about how to build digital products for yourself that you can market. Now, let's say you have your own product, then you can be in the course and you could just learn how to market your product better, whether it's a tangible object or an intangible object. For instance, you see behind me, I have my book, right? So I wrote my book, Going Public, How I Took My Company Public. Well, think about it. Most of the time what I was doing is going out and I was trying to get my book in other bookstores, other brick and mortar buildings. Now, basically that's a regular, like a tangible item. But I could take that same book and I could sell it on social media. Now it becomes what? A digital product. Because what do I mean social media? I can sell it on Facebook. I can sell it right here. Go ahead and go to my website and get the book. That's a digital product. I can sell it on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter or X, whatever, Snapchat, so we can do that. So the course teaches you how to create digital products. Now, let's say you don't have a product, but you want to learn how to market. Well, they'll teach you how to do that. But let's say you don't even want to learn how to do it. You don't have the technical skills or anything like that. They will allow you to market their course. Yes, you can market this incredible course. I'm telling you right now, 80 modules. Inside the modules, there's like 5 to 10 different videos that are in there. And I always say, oh my goodness, I'm sitting, no, now you won't be sitting in front of a computer all the time because they're little snippet videos, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I think the longest video I've seen so far is like 10 minutes. So the videos are just, I mean, it's phenomenal. So you get through the course, you breeze through it as you keep going. But what's amazing is that I'm learning so much. And what's crazy is that I'm learning from people that are like 20 something years old. I'm telling you, an old dog can learn new tricks. Think about that. That's crazy, right? One gentleman, basically, he's already probably, I don't know if he's over 25. He's already made over $20 million. Yes. And then there's a young lady on there, she's from Brazil, teaching a class. And she's, I mean, just incredible marketer. Techniques and strategy she talks about, amazing. I mean, just lights out. So I'm jacked out of mind about this program because it gives you the ability to be able to offer. Now, the course is only $497. Now, I know that some guys that might be a lot of money. I know that some people that might be a suit, all right, or a pair of shoes. But what happens is, think about what I'm learning right now. The classes that I took back then when I was studying aviation management, guess what? I'm not using it for anybody. And I was on tuition assistance. So I was getting a discount, but yet still, I spent more than $497. Right now, I've taken these classes, and I'm talking about in a matter of days, I'm already implementing what I've learned. And I haven't even finished the course yet. I'm still going through it. Isn't that amazing? Now, if you offer the course, then they'll pay you at 85% commission. Let me say that again. You don't have a product. You don't want to create one. You could offer their course, again, digital product, offer it, and guess what? They're going to pay you 85% commission. So for every $497 that you offer and people get the course, they're going to pay you $422. Now, why am I expressing this to you? Because this is what grabbed my attention. My buddy, Steve, who I've known for years, probably over 25 years, and I know, I mean, he's an amazing marketer, outstanding, and really good at what he does. He said him and his wife made over $22,000 marketing this course in 7 days. Now, hold on. Now, that got my attention. First of all, number one, because I know him, I respect him, and I trust his opinion. So that got my attention. But secondly, the fact is that he doesn't go Facebook Live. So when I saw him doing Facebook Live talking, that grabbed my attention also. I'm like, wow. And then he said how he got involved with it, and it just made sense. But one of the things that he said is, he said, suppose you don't have the $497. The company will allow you to basically get started for $41. Let me say that again. $41, make 12 installment payments. That's $41 till your $497 is paid off. But you don't have to wait till it's paid off. You could pay your $41. They don't give you this little piece of course. They give you the whole course. And you could actually start marketing that right away. So think about it. You pay $41, you could 10x your money. Every time you sell one, $422. That made a whole lot of sense to me. But my third thing was this. I said, look, I might not be as smart as Steve and his wife, right? But I'm half as smart. Could I do this in 7 days, make $10,000? Let's say I was just a quarter smart. Could I do this and make $5,000 in 7 days? Even if I was what? Just a third, I mean smaller than that. An eighth, right? Could I make $2,500 in 7 days? If you do that, that's $10,000 a month. And what am I doing? I'm just on here for a few minutes marketing. And I'm letting social media do the rest of the work. Does that make sense? Again, an old dog has learned new tricks. Now, if you want to find out more about it, go to fireyourjobtoday.info. Once again, that's fireyourjobtoday.info. Go ahead and check it out. I'm also going to put, just a little blurb right down there in the chat or in the box down there. Go ahead. Or you can DM me. DM me game plan. All right? Game plan. And I'll answer your questions or whatever, or I'll get it to you. But basically go to fireyourjobtoday.info. And remember, it's just creating digital products and marketing them on social media. Phenomenal. Also, one of the things I learned too, by the way, go ahead and click, like, and share. Like I said, I would have said that before, right? So click, like, and share. You go ahead and hear this, go ahead and click, like, and then share this with somebody else. All right? Good. I look forward to talking to you because I'm going to be on here again. Once again, go to fireyourjobtoday.info. I look forward to seeing you and talking to you again. Once again, this is PK and Tan. I'm out of here. Peace.